Boom. Lotto. Okay, there it is. I think. Okay. Yeah. Hi. Good morning, everybody. I had a power outage last night, and I'm really tired. And I'm not super in a streaming mood today. Unlike every other day, apparently. Every other day, I'm pretty excited about it, so it's the first time. Um, yeah, yeah. I'm tired. Um, yeah. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Daily Peak. I'm gonna take my vitamins. I'm doing that first. Why can't I hear anything? Guys, hold on. What? Huh? Hold on. I've opened the game. You guys can see the game. You can hear me. You can't hear Peak. I can't hear Peak. What the fuck? This is just new. This is a new one. I, what? Huh? This hasn't happened before. Uh, Here's the thing. My thing is getting input from Peak. It's just not transferring it anywhere. Oh, okay. Well, I can technically hear something on my end specifically. Okay, what's the audio settings over here? What if I turn the thing to be the cable output? Huh. Okay. That's something. I guess you might be hearing me twice if I'm doing that. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, this should be hooked up to my monitor mix. Yeah, fair. So it would be that. That would be the right mix, in theory. Oh, wait. That's... Okay, I can hear that now. You guys can presumably also hear. Absolutely fair. See you around, Digi. I think this is working. Well, today I'm gonna go ahead and blame it on there being an extended power outage last night, which required me to shut a bunch of stuff off, like fully, which like messed up some connections, I'm sure. Game audio back. Okay, cool. I took my vitamins. I didn't take my meds for today, and that is because my pill organizer is empty, and I just didn't check. Okay. We're pausing here. I have to fill up my daily pill organizer. This is a little embarrassing. Okay. Gonna try and speedrun this. 2, 4, 6, 7. 8, 10, 12, 13, 14. That's it for that one. Three, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. There we go. Also, fuck, market day yesterday was hectic. That was the event happening in the vintage story thing yesterday. It was market day, which means it was time for everyone to go in and submit their stuff for the market. That means that things got hectic. Fun fact, about a quarter of everything we submitted for market day was voided. This was only a problem for us. We, the Prospectors Guild. Which, thankfully, it happened to the prospectors and not someone who was going to be louder and angrier about it. Especially because my attitude towards things is very blasé. As long as everyone's having fun, is the key phrase. And notably, the head of the Treasury, at least on the EU side of things, is one of our members. So it's one of those things of she had to be really conservative about reimbursing that quarter of our stuff that got deleted. Because she was worried there would be an accusation of favoritism. And luckily, my take on the situation was if she does anything that could be misconstrued as favoritism, she is not worthy of either the title of treasurer or prospector. So, that's more important than, like, getting us our shit back immediately. Especially given that there's not much to spend it on at the moment. One of those things. Okay. I have taken my meds. I am unpausing the game. So yeah, notably, there were some tech issues, because this is like the first time they were doing the treasury shit on the EU server. Very explicitly anti-nepotism. I 100% anti-nepotism. We make these jokes. If it ever happened, they would get kicked out. Heart emoji. This is... It's blatant favoritism. It is a violation of the guild ethic of stability. And it would be grounds for being expelled from the prospectors. On charges of corruption. So, you know. Heart emoji. Don't give me shit. I'm not here to get shit. I'm here to have fun. Nepotism? Not fun. That's one of those things. It's like in real life, nepotism, great. You know? You love to get an easy job, because you don't want to have to do the job. In video games, nepotism awful. Why am I here if I don't want to do the thing? I do want us to have nice things, and I want us to get them ourselves and to have fun doing it. Because, yeah, the way I see it, a lot of shortcuts, like cheating in video games and all that kind of stuff, is... When you're taking those shortcuts, it's because you don't want to do something. And if you don't want to do it, why are you here? This is a video game. You're volunteering to be here for, like, a reason. You want to be on the server to play the game and have fun. Why are you trying to skip out on some of the game? Uh-huh. Like, notably, I'm sitting here like, I'm not sure if we should use all of this iron, which we have obtained legitimately, because I don't think we obtained it intentionally. Like, according to the like, way that the fucking server owner, meant for it to go. Russ is, I'm sure, a fine man. I don't want to break all of his shit forever. But, like, we have enough iron nuggets, despite not being able to mine iron ore due to area restrictions. We have enough iron that we could probably enter the Steel Age if we wanted to. And the only thing stopping us from that is a sense of morality. And, like, gentleman's rules. The only thing stopping us from doing that is the fact that we don't want to. Because we want to play at that, like, intended challenge level. Nope. So it's one of the prospectors enforce a certain set of ethics because we're trying to get everyone to play the video game in a way that's fun for everyone. And there's also the notable thing of there are ways to play the video game that's only fun for like 2 people, and we are also trying to eliminate those. That's the 2 things that we're trying to avoid is people taking fun out of the game from other people and people taking the fun out of the game from themselves. The official slogan of the Prospectors is be the light in the darkness. The unofficial slogan is you do know you're supposed to be having fun, right? This is a video game. You're supposed to be enjoying your experience. If you're not enjoying it, you can go. You can take a break. You don't have to be here. Do what's fun for you. This is the founding ethic of the Prospectors Guild. That the statement of you know this is a game, right? We're supposed to be having fun is the single statement upon which the entire guild was founded. Yippee! Oh shit, that actually worked. Nice. I don't actually know where to go from here. I thought it would just fall over. But yeah, I've seen a lot of attitudes that people have in games and other like guild type organizations where it's like, oh, we're here to be the best, and it's like, yeah, we're doing level requirements for shit, and it's like, no, you have to be level 1,000,000 with a perfect build to get in here. And it's like, it's a video game. We're here to have fun. You know that, right? What, you also want to have fun playing the video game? Right? I didn't step into an alternate dimension where you are making real-world money off of this and it's nothing but a job to you. You're also here to have fun playing the video game, right? This is an exhausting mentality to keep up, because it's very easy to trick yourself into not having fun. Trick yourself into to fucking making ice cubes instead of enjoying having a freezer. That's probably nonsense to a lot of people. The thing I'm referencing when I'm saying making ice cubes instead of enjoying having a freezer is a Tumblr post I saw a little while back, where someone was like, yeah, the way I view a lot of the, like, free rewards systems in video games is, like if I was trying to optimize my fridge for producing ice. It's like, well, you know, I want to get the most ice out of this freezer as possible. So I have to be focusing every moment to make sure that I am taking out the previous ice when the moment it is switched over. Well, fuck me. I have to be, like, you know, like, I'm realizing that half of a majority of my house's energy is not put into making more ice. And making more ice is the goal, right? So I have to spend every second of my day producing more ice cubes. And it's like, no, you're not producing ice to have more ice. You're producing ice to put it in your drinks because it tastes good. What are you talking about? It's like, are you playing video games or are you making ice? I feel like this is gonna go poorly for me. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Plurdonomics. But yeah, it's one of those fun situations of like, please God, don't optimize the fun out of your video game. You know? The prospectors are hanging out here like, yeah, we aren't, like, giving people strict orders to optimize all of our bullshit. We're giving people generalized directions based on incentives in the game to be like, hey, we need to ultimately do this. There's some stuff that not everyone likes throughout, so we can all contribute on those bits that aren't, like, everyone's favorite, and, you know, keep the things that people like to the people who like doing them. It's one of those. Loki has been doing an amazing job, just kind of melting down an infinite quantity of copper. And doing a lot of toolsmithing, and we all appreciate him very much. I've been doing my miscellaneous bullshit, as I am wont to do. Corvia and Quinns are basically just the ultimate city builders. We've got Wodgers, I believe? I'm not looking at the name, so I don't remember how to pronounce it. who is our primary ore miner, while Eka has been doing all of the quarrying to get resources to contribute to fucking Quinn's and Corvia's construction. Max has been being a psycho about farms as per usual. I say this in the most complimentary way. That man is insane. Lady has mostly been doing stuff with the treasury because she volunteered to do treasury stuff. And that has visibly been like stressful but rewarding, you know? It's been a great time in the Prospectors Guild. But yeah, yesterday was market day. And I turned in our giant collection of resources because we brought in like 25 stacks of almost every type of stone in existence. Like short 2, I think. Is fucking our good friend Eka is a psycho and spent a shitload of time quarrying every stone type in existence. Fucking terrifying. We were also informed after we did that the market would be responding to the stuff that we brought in, so oops, stone is gonna be fucking worthless. It is the sole influence of the prospectors that has made it so just all stone is equally worthless. Now, they're probably also going to take into account of people's buying of stone as well. Not just the fact that we sold a bunch of it. Or it's like, yeah, they sold a bunch, and then even more than a bunch was needed. For things like lime, I'd imagine. Because you need lime for leather making. So close I can taste it. See what's mine and take it. Blech. Yeah, no. The least fun aspect of the other day was just, like a quarter of our shit got voided. Value-wise, we don't actually know how much was voided. We just know that we were 500 short of the estimate, and I double-checked everything we had. Hey, absolutely. I put in a bunch of wool the other day to make sure we had fibers. It's not perfect, but, you know. And I don't think we'll ever be short on leather, because we hunt sea cows every so often. Fucking manatee. And those things produce in truly infinite quantity of leather. Like every sea cow hide produces 24 huge hides, which is more than a woolly mammoth produces. Oh, you gave up in the wilderness? Fair. I was gonna say I could have boated you over to the guild headquarters, because we're along the same river that the world tree's next to. But also, both of the boats were busy. Also, fun fact, one of the boats that was busy during the market stuff has since been destroyed. The Hexcaster, my ugly ass, green ass boat. Yeah. No, I took a saw to that thing. Because I got the intended comedic value of annoying Corvia who threatened to bury it if they ever saw someone make a maple boat. And I was like, fucking bet. And I made a maple boat, and I made it a pirate bay in a mountain, so it was pre-buried. I'm the funniest bitch alive. I pre-buried my ugly as sin boat. I replaced it with a boat made out of aged wood. Called the... Okay, we have two ships now. We previously had a oak sailboat. Yeah. Hey, they are literally called the Stellar Sea Cow, by the way. That is their name. That's the full name of the thing. I didn't know it was like a real animal. I thought it was like a variant of a thing where someone was like, "Yeah, no, this is how I would make them if, you know." I did not realize that that was an actual... Yeah, no, we're re-extincting those motherfuckers. But yeah, of our boats, we have the oak sailboat, which is the PS Sunbeam. And we have the aged sailboat, which is the PS Last Light. PS, of course, standing for prospector ship. And I would like for us to have a third one. I believe there's one already in progress at the shipwright, actually. Which, the building is not finished, by the way, but that's whatever. There is a walnut one under production, and walnut is, like, just a little bit purple. In, like, a very, like, appealing way. Like, it depends on the light you're looking at it from. Obviously, like, it doesn't always look purple. But it looks a little purple sometimes, especially at night. Especially if you're in, like, certain colors of light. Like, colder colors of light. It accentuates the warmer hues in there, which makes it look fucking purple, and I love it. There's already a type of wood called purple heart, which is aggressively purple. I prefer the subtle purple of vintage story walnut. They're relative manatees and dugongs that were hunted to extinction in less than 30 years after its discovery because it was such a good source of meat and leather. Yeah. They really are, though, is the thing. I mean, we haven't been killing the kids. We've been trapping the kids in cages, which is better. We're gonna make a breeding program eventually, I swear. We will tame the Stellar's sea cow. We will create an industry instead of extincting them. It was the plan from basically the moment we found them, though, that we were gonna put those bitches in an aquarium because they do look pretty cool. So just tried to right-click this to open it. Pandora, my love. But yeah, no, we are reenacting that extinction beat for beat. Yeah, this is the least good the prospectors have looked in a hot minute, I think. That's one of the worst looks for us. Suggested they were already going extinct, so it's basically fine that they all died off, actually. It's basically fine, and we don't need to feel bad. To be fair, our entire breeding program would be based off of, like, 4. So we're not helping the genetic diversity of these bitches. I do love the idea of, I'm still thinking about the idea of a, public Prospectors Paradise server. Because Shadow Realms is doing some of the stuff that, I thought of, like, independently. When I was brainstorming for how we'd do a public server. Ow. But, like, I was thinking, like, yeah, we could do quests, we could do, like, a centralized market. So we have, like, a server-backed currency as opposed to whatever else. I think that would be cool. It is pretty cool, actually. Over in Shadow Realms, they're kind of doing that already. and they're like getting devs to help make custom mods for the experience, which is super cool. You love to see it. The worst part of Shadow Realms is that the guy who runs it is kind of an AI bro. I don't think he would, like, reject that characterization either. I don't know what he would say to that. But that's my least favorite part of the server. Like, otherwise, incredibly queer staff. Like, everywhere except for the top. There is a big enough population that you are regularly running into people, like, every so often, which is cool as hell. I'm on the EU server. I don't have problems with it being overcrowded. That is just because I am on the EU server, though. From what I've heard, NA has a pretty long queue. Gonna be honest. So everybody join the EU server. Join the Prospectors, we're EU only. Yeah, getting more people on the EU server would legitimately be a solution to the congestion on the NA server. I'm thinking the two servers do, like, different events would be a good idea. So it's like, yeah, the North America server does X and the EU server does Y. And they don't, like, take that from each other, you know? Like, they don't step on each other's toes in that respect. Because stepping on each other's toes is kind of rude. But yeah, if the EU server had more, like, specific appeal outside of just, because the main reason people don't go on the EU server is because there's not as many people on it. Which... chicken and egg, motherfucker. Like, so there's a ton of people from the EU who are on the NA server instead of the EU server. Because when they went to the EU server, there weren't as many people on it. So, like, you know, encouraging guilds to make EU branches and stuff would probably be the best way to reduce congestion on the NA server. Because then there's less people on the NA server. But not less people on Shadow Realms, importantly. I don't know. Ross probably doesn't need my advice. I'm sure he's got it, but that was just my thought for it. Do like an Oktoberfest event or whatever that isn't in America. I say that. I've heard Oktoberfest isn't actually like a huge thing in Germany. It's a bigger thing in America. So not that. I don't know. You could also make it specific to the guilds on either server. Anything else is like going to the store. I don't know what that is. It's called thieving, stealing, taking what's not yours. Thieving, stealing, taking what's not yours, what's not yours. Thieving, stealing, taking what's not yours, what's not yours. I said I have no idea what that is, and then I went silent, like, Pyrite is going to type a response to that in, like, a couple seconds. I assume this is a more nuanced thing than a couple seconds of typing would do. I probably should keep talking while I wait for that response. Heart spam. I'm such a good streamer. I say that, I legitimately am. I've been doing a daily live stream for almost 200 episodes now. Very much in spite of my area having a lot of power issues recently. There's a lot of windstorms around here. I'm like somewhere in the Midwest, I think I have specified to before. And yeah, a bunch of windstorms. So it has been a little rough weather-wise. On the bright side, I was having a chat with Corvia, current second-in-command of the Prospectors. And she's apparently Germany is pretty good for game development right now. Like, there's a lot of small studios opening up, which is a solid environment for where I want to be. Oh, okay. You go play instruments at your fruit trees to drive away the harmful spirits, and then give an offering of food and drink to the oldest tree to encourage the helpful spirits. Hell yeah. I love that. Anyway. Corvia mentioned there's a lot of smaller game design situations happening over there. She's also got a friend in the UK who does some game development that is also looking to move to Germany. So, like, conditions are sounding absolutely primed for a roommate situation. You know, if and when it comes to that. I think I could scrape that together. I don't know, I did propose the other day, and like, yeah, I'm kind of desperate to get out to the EU. You want to get married? It doesn't have to be a sham wedding. We can be in love if you want. Traditionally, the youngest attendant that gives the offering, within reason, like they aren't gonna make a baby carry the tray. I think they should make a baby carry the tray. You know, I looked the fucking guild blacksmith in the eyes, like, I'm really trying to get out of here, man. You want to get married or some shit? Sadly, he already has a girlfriend. I do think it doesn't have to be a sham wedding. We can fall in love if you want, is one of the funniest things I've ever said. Also, I may have stolen that from a different trans woman. So sorry if I have violated the ethics of the transgender community. Wait. Neat. Oh, I definitely stole that from Alice Caldwell Kelly. That's where I got the joke from. Because she was making that joke in an attempt to move to Seattle. Alright, you need to stop saying shit like you can't believe this. Start believing this. You know I'm a bad person. Heart emoji. Bad girl, hot. Bad boy, hot. Bad person, existential crisis. Wait. You know I'm a bad girl. Versus, you know I'm a bad person. I think I also stole that joke as the thing. I think I stole that from Tumblr. I follow so many porn accounts that I don't think I can tell you who I stole it from, but... Gender-neutral language is all well and good until you start saying things like, am I a bad person? And suddenly you're dealing with an existential crisis. Yeah, I think that's word for word. God damn, I just have tumbles in my head. Which is a reference to a different Alice Caldwell Kelly joke. Where she said, I have tweets in my head. God damn. I can never meet up with that woman. Our two senses of humor being in the same room, it would basically be incest. Which is a different joke made by not Alice herself, but the other fucking trans woman that's been showing up on that podcast recently. In which she was making a joke about how much of her sense of humor she has stolen from Alice. God damn. I cannot make a works cited page for my comedy. It will be full. It would be so full. We have to put her down, promise. God. Cut to me stealing a joke from a tweet where it is like some transphobe is saying like fucking, oh, if you were my dog I would put you down immediately. And the person was like, I know this is trying to be a hate post, but this is also indistinguishable from something a trans woman would send me if she was deeply in love with me. Oh, shit, remedy fungus. Nice. I can get rid of this lantern. You know, I'll carry it for a little bit until it becomes inconvenient. Ow. Okay, one more try. Hell yeah. That felt cool. Wait. God damn it. Yeah, no, my brain is a solid 72% Tumblr. Which I never absorbed from having a Tumblr account as a kid, because I got all of my best Tumblr posts from fucking Pinterest. Because of course I did. Pinterest and iFunny. I was never on Newgrounds as a kid. I was on Armor Games. I liked the logo better. Now, every other game did say it was originally from Newgrounds, but I didn't absorb the culture at all. I am the perfect storm of like, oh yeah, I'm perfectly 2 steps removed from every major, like, online cultural event. Fuck. Lovely. I kind of wish I could take the oil from the other lamp and pour it into this one, but whatever. It's not really a mechanic. I wonder if I've just casually done anything super impressive in this game. I would need to start, like, submitting shit to speedruns to know, is the thing. Because, like, someone would be like, oh my god, did she just casually pull off, like, a triple butt bounce? And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I do this every day. What are you talking about? Do it every day? What the fuck are you talking about? Ah, shit. Who are you? Like... think I would rock as a speedrunner, because I do have a tendency to sit on the outskirts of communities without ever interacting with them directly. So it's like, I'm a solid 2 weeks behind on all the gossip. I don't have contact. I hear about shit when I hear about it. Like, I don't think I'm on the, like, you know, I'm not, like, to the pulse of any community, really. You know? I don't follow anything that closely. Aside from maybe US news, which is probably worse than better. Like, if I'm gonna be honest, that's a really bad thing to be super up-to-date on, because that is liable to give you several disorders. By the way, if you guys enjoy what I do, you can check out my Ko-Fi page. I say, looking over at my robot who's, like, fucking tapping their watch like it's fucking time. I think I need to find an alternate route, because I'm not doing hot there. Like, it's pretty insulated from the blizzards and everything, but aside from that, not many advantages. It's the last of my cure-all. Fuck me. Ow. God damn it, I wish I had that last bit of cure-all. I could have saved it a whole 2 minutes. I do also love circling back around to the we need to put her down joke. I do occasionally pass the threshold where it is like, you are too horny to be insulted by anything. Grabbing me by the collar and shaking me. Stop being such a whore, I'm trying to send you death threats. Meanwhile, I've got, like, hard eyes. Nope. Oh, shit. I wonder if that little, like, gripping the wall thing I do is, like, notable. I haven't figured out how to consistently do it, where it consumes stamina slowly, as opposed to, like, you know, occasionally taking massive chunks out of my stamina bar. I'm sure it has something to do with the angle you are hitting the wall. Or maybe the speed you're going when you hit it. But, that's probably a thing that other people have figured out. If I were to start tuning into speedruns of this game, I wouldn't say anything, but there would be signs. Got to me consistently doing that in such a way that I don't occasionally lose a massive chunk of stamina. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, good. Ooh. That spooked me a little bit. Shit. Ow. God damn it. Thanks, Pandora. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy. Those guys are great. And 2 takes for me singing that. No difference emotionally or tonally, but in one, I am singing this at Pandora while she is, like, dying in my arms, and at the other, I am singing this at Pandora as she is, like, trying to leave for work. Tone exactly the same. How am I getting notifications? Weird. No one's supposed to get those. I set up my whole thing so I don't get those. am probably gonna have to Pandora's box again real soon. Unless one of these has a heat item in it. Which they don't seem to. That might work. Ideally, Pandora's boxing as little as possible. Because, of course, I would like to keep Pandora around as long as possible. Cut to You Are My Sunshine again. Good, thank you, the gremlin that I, use to edit my videos. Videos that I definitely edit and also post. I've created videos, I swear. They just go to a different school. I'm gonna have to use the box again. Oh! That's just normal. Okay. Thanks, Pandora. That was a perfectly average one. That's honestly a little weird. Look, I'm not complaining, but it's just I was not expecting it. Aggressively normal. Wait. Wah. 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 It feels like if I am already falling down, it takes less stamina to do that. So as long as I am consistently moving down, and I don't, like, press the thing large enough to move up a meaningful amount. You know? Like, it seems to be a little bit based on direction and momentum in that sense. And I'm gonna say, I don't actually think it's necessarily while I'm going down. I think it's just... I think it is directional momentum, like, more precisely. Like, the closer I am to being still, the more likely, the less it takes. That might be it. I don't know. I would need like a test course to run on. Where am I going from here? I might be able to go there. It feels like a long shot. But from there, I can get over there and like kind of vaguely up. As opposed to here, where I've got like a whole ledge over me. Do these give any bonus? No, I just wasted that. Okay. Well, shit. Oh wow, that goes down a ways. Huh. Good I didn't fall in there. Oh, I probably could have just been attacking it from here, huh? I didn't look around nearly enough. This is just like a 180-degree turn. Like, I didn't see it here, I didn't do a spin. That's on me. There we go. Do some tap dancing. Whoa, that's not a tap dancing spot. Okay. Thank you, Pandora. I hope to complete this in your name. If I fail, it won't be in your name, though. I don't want to embarrass anyone, you know? Okay. I think I kind of gotta go here. 3 balloons is enough to reduce your weight pretty drastically. And that's really good for carrying a lot of extra items, but I'm not doing that right now. I might be able to get more use out of it going up here. Hoping there is some suitcases up there. We'll see. If I can get up here... Okay, I shouldn't need to use that then. Where do I go next? Think I can... There? Up there... To there... Over there. And I don't really have any more heat items. So... This is gonna suck. Come on, stamina. Fuck me, fuck me. God damn it. Oh. Alright. Well, seems like that was today's Daily Peak. I appreciate everybody who tuned in. I appreciate your viewership. Thank you for tuning in. And I will see all of you guys next time. Bye.